Hello. That was very scratchy. Sorry. Hello. Welcome. I am Colin, and this supermarket. Ooh. Oh, nope. Computer is not happy. I apologize. It'll wake itself up. It's fine. Welcome to Supermarket Together. I am alone, so it's fine. It's just me, and we're gonna cause some chaos. We need a checkout. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Right. Okay, whatever. Product shelf here. I'm actually going to... There we go. It is very angry with me. My computer is very, very angry with me. Come on, I had it. Don't fight with me. Yeah, it's off by a little bit, but it's fine. Come on, can I not? I put this in the worst position possible. Literally, no one can get to it. Ugh. I'm gonna put this, like... I'm gonna put this here. That might be a stupid-ass idea. It probably is. There we go. Storage shelves. Yep, good enough. I only have 2 shelves, right? Let's get 1 more. This might bite me in the ass, but it's fine. Okay. Buy this. Supermarket real quick. We're going to call it Forkers, unless someone gives me a different idea. Most people don't don't comment on my videos. So I might not change it, but we now have Forkers. Basic products. I have... Let's start with 2 of everything. And my plan, if I can do it, is to have the shelf I put it on completely filled with that item. So especially salt, because you can put like 5 boxes of salt on a single shelf. And then... Ooh, this is... That is different. It's been a while since I played this. I'm a little out of it. Hammers. Really? Okay. This seems like I could put a lot more on there. If I remember right, yeah, if we go over here, we can place that. If we recycle it, we get some money. I'm getting back into it. It's been a while. I'm gonna fill up the shelves first, just so I can gauge how much of what I need, and then I'll mess around with the pricing. At some point, it will be organized. For now, definitely not going to. Oh, game is angry. I say the game, it's my computer. I don't have the best. But it's fine. We're gonna have fun. That's all that really matters. Okay. Oh. Water. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we could place another one up here. Nope, still has room. Okay. At some point, I want to have some idea of how many boxes I need if the shelf is empty. It's definitely not going to be today. Okay. Pasta. Sugar. At least it doesn't look completely horrible because I have all of the shelves off kilter. So it looks like it was intentional, so we're gonna save. Here. I don't know why I'm avoiding the bottom shelf, but I am. My nose is angry. I apologize. Allergies are really not happy with me. I guess my body's not happy with allergies. Still. Rice can go next to pasta. That might still need more on the shelf. I don't know. Sugar. And we'll do pricing now. subtract in that's right. Okay. Make you $1. That might be a bit much, but you can be $2. You can also be $2. You can be $3. Helps if I scroll it the right way. You could be $2. I'm gonna put it at $1, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at for it, but that's fine. So we need box of water, box of, well, what do we have back here? Sugar, rice, and pasta, so those 3 are fine. So we need boxes of cereal, probably 2 or 3 more boxes of salt, and then 1 more box of water. So I'm gonna do 2. Store's ready now. Thursday, drop empty boxes, cool. And I can't do that, so I guess. There we go. Buy that. We can multitask. I have 5. That or it's just noticeable gap, which is more accurate. But I'm gonna say I have good enough. Because most of the time I don't. You had to walk right in front of me. Okay. Alrighty. What? Why can't I just... Oh, okay. It doesn't stick me to it. Brain is not braining. At all. Six. And we'll do her, and then we'll go put the rest of the boxes. 5. Run away. I escaped. water. We need to order another box of salt. Why the hell would you pay with... You're a douche. That's who you are. Click. There we go. Ooh. You're an asshole. I don't know why it's such not having issues. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be, but my computer's angry. There we go. Seven. My back is itchy. Come on. That is like my shopping list right there. Noodles, rice, sugar, salt. I am a weirdo. Don't ask questions. Okay. I think... What all does the next thing give us? Let's see. So we want to do this. This is all dairy stuff, though. So it wouldn't even be on the shelves. I think all of this goes on the shelves. So 5, 8. No, that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6. So we would need one more shelf. Unless one of the things goes in the fridge. For the sodas. I want to go up that branch because that gets us Peoples. Peoples is not the right terminology, but I'm gonna say it is. 8, 5. Gets us employees. There we go. That's the right terminologies. I said that weird for no fucking reason. price. Salt noodles. 7. Yes. I kind of wish it had a bar to like show you how close you were. Well, I think it does actually. Wait a second. Does it have a bar? No. No, it does not have a bar. I have no idea what the elephant is. I could do that now. Okay. Interesting. I have not gotten super far in this game. And it's been a while since I played it. I don't know half of what I'm getting myself into. I think the furthest I've gotten is like dog food and cat food. Water, cereal. It's kind of funny that you can break up bills by just summoning the dollar back and turning it into $4 instead of $5. That is... it's meta. Okay, let's see. Gotten to here. Ooh. I don't know if I ever... Yeah, I never got that before, so I went here, got that, got this. Those are the furthest I've gotten. I haven't done anything else. My computer is very mad at me. It's fine. I kind of wish you could go to the hot dog stand and get some. Those are burnt to all fuck. Jeez. That is burnt to all hell. No wonder you're not open right now. Goodness. There's no food stands like that where I live. Summoning $2 back. That's a bunch of bullshit, but that one's forgivable at least. Putting 100 on like a $10 item is a bunch of BS. There we go. I was not hearing anything from another. And I fixed it. Summon 50 cents back. Screw you, I don't care. How much salt were you going to buy? I think it was all three of them said salt was too expensive. I'm not changing the damn price of the salt. I don't care. If you don't want the salt, that's fine. It's a single dollar. It's not gonna kill you. Actually, I'm kind of surprised more people didn't complain about the price of salt, because I think it's literally, it's like 49 cents or something like that, so I literally have it doubled in price. But also, I get so much salt that it doesn't really matter if there's a few dozen people that don't want it. That is not correct. I've never had to actually work at a cash register like this. I worked at the deli department in Albertsons, and we did kind of have our, like, they weren't really cash registers. They were little, like, ticket printer things. So I've seen, like, screen like this, but I haven't had to deal with cash before. I had a few weird-ass experiences while working there. There was this... Actually, I scared the fuck out of my... Haven't found... Ooh, we're out of pasta! I can... Ooh. Computer angry. But it's fine. Pasta. Come here. So, I had a few weird experiences there, but also I scared the fuck out of my co-workers several times. It was... I am a magnet for chaos, and I should not be around super, super hot grease, because it's... I surprisingly enough did not burn myself that often. Like, I occasionally got the, like, little burns on my arm because I was working with the, like, fryer and putting the chicken in the fryer. Essentially, the deli is 2 departments, and it was actual, like, meat, cheese deli, and then fried chicken and JoJo's and... Computer, stop being angry! So I would, like, bread the chicken, put it in the fryer, wash hands, all that stuff. And then I would also deal with, like, slicing meats and cheeses. Anything else super, super low? No. People just really like pasta. If feasible, at some point, I would like one full shelf and or fridge dedicated to an individual item. I don't know if that will be feasible. For salt, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous amounts of salt. And look, there's just so much. There's like barely a dent in the amount of salt that is on that shelf. It is. Anyone else coming? We are level 2. We are level 2, so I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 things. I'll need to end the day. I don't think anyone else is going to come. I'm gonna assume not. So close. End of working day, day 1. Times robbed, none. Complaints about filth. There has been no filth. So we're good. that. Oh. Holy. Holy shit. I think this is new, but damn. Oh, that's so freaking cool. So I can literally like corner off that. Pegboard shelf. I definitely have not gotten any products with that. So we're gonna actually okay, how many shelves do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I need pasta. Game, stop being angry. Stop it. Sale. Okay, things on sale. That's definitely new. Pasta. Let's get 3 of these. I clicked twice, but it's fine. Yeah, let's get 3 of these because this is the only item that one box fills up a whole shelf. So we're gonna go down here. Pasta is definitely gonna be the one that we fill up a full shelf of it first. I don't know if $600 is enough to buy 2 of each object if we get the yogurt and stuff now. I'm gonna wait one more day. I'm gonna wait one more day. Fully stock up the shelves. And I'm gonna expand my goal. So I'll now have 2 boxes in storage of each object. Item, not object, but... There we go. Forkers. I am very mature, as you can see. At least for salt, I'm only gonna have to order 1 more box. 50 in a box, and like 3 boxes worth per shelf. Yeah. Ooh. That was extra not happy. Okay. Yes. 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 Computer, you could do this. You're alive. Why are you so angry? Did I order too many buffs? Pretty sure I ordered more buffs than this yesterday. Come on. Come on. Can I... maybe turn bloom down? Allow videos. Volume is fine. Offensive pets? Does this help? Ooh. That might have... oh! I never looked up... ooh! Controversy over perfume. Model 005. Could I get one? Ghost trap. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I need to look up more. I have never actually been in a city like this. I live in Wyoming. So, it's literally a bunch of, like, somewhat small, scattered towns with nothing super, like, dense and stuff like this. Like, I literally live in Cheyenne, the capital of Wyoming, and, yeah. I think that building right there might be the tallest building in the entirety of Cheyenne. And I'm pretty sure that's pushing it. It's interesting. It's awesome, like, seeing cities like this. They're so pretty, they're so cool. But there's nothing like that over by where I live. The closest is Denver, and that's a good few hours away. Literally 3 left. Right. I'm not gonna put a box with 3 items in my storage. We're going all in on the prep, so I don't shoot myself in the ass later. I got distracted from the stories I was telling earlier. It's nothing new. I don't think I've told, like, in the whole history of my channel, I don't think I've fully told one story from beginning to end without interrupting myself. Maybe I have. I'm gonna go with I haven't, though, because I know myself, and I interrupt myself a lot over stupid shit. Anyway, I remember I was talking about working in the deli, so I scared the bejeebus out of my coworkers several times, and it wasn't even intentional. It wasn't like pranks or anything like that. No, I was just such a freaking klutz that I gave them fucking heart attacks on several occasions. Like, oh, the first week I was there was... so, in front of the fridge, where we would, like, store prepped chicken and like all the meats and cheeses and stuff on, like, different sides of the huge fridge. I think we're good. What is this? Where are the... Ah, okay. None of that made any sense. That's probably for picking up items if I don't have a box. That would make sense. Okay. Anyway, actually tell the story I was going to tell. So, in front of the fridge, there was a bit of a divot in the floor, partially because the floors were shit, and partially because right in front of the fridge was the little drain for water, because we had to, like, scrub down the floors and everything at night. And also to stop flooding and whatnot. So, like, first week there was my first time prepping the rotisserie chickens. I put them all on the cart and pushed it in, and the cart tilted back, and half of the chickens I put on there were immediately on the floor. I managed to stop the whole thing from falling, but one of the trays of chickens collapsed right on the floor. My boss, he was such a sweetheart. He didn't care about the chickens. He's like, "Are you alright?" Because, of course, it's this massive, loud crash. I startled, like, half the store. He's like, "Are you alright?" I was like, "Yeah. I just dropped 6 rotisseries on the floor." And he's like, "Oh. It's okay. Just throw them away." He was fantastic. Why did I can't math. I also can't math while talking. It's fine. I'll make it work. So we also have, like I said, it was in the deli, so I would occasionally have to, like, slice up meats and cheeses for either people who ordered it or prep. We also made, like, sandwiches and stuff. So, like, pre-made sandwiches, prepped for the next day for other sandwiches and other stuff like that. So, it was probably like a month into working. I was on the slicers, and someone wanted, like, a crap ton of ham. And on the slicers, so it's this massive, well, not massive, but it's a very fast, sharp spinning blade with a protection thing on it. And then on the opposite side, in case you don't know, there's a plastic piece with spikes, mostly just to hold the cheese and the meat in place and also to push it forward as you're slicing. This plastic piece is removable, so is the protection piece for the blade. So, as I'm slicing, the plastic spiky piece had been cracked somehow, and it actually broke while I was mid-slicing and flew at my face. Somehow it didn't hit me, and I didn't hurt myself. But of course everyone's like, "Oh my god, did you, like, cut off your fingers? What the hell was that?" Because the like, people who had ordered this ham, they're standing there watching, and they just see something suddenly fly from this machine with this spinning blade past my face, and then hear something crash on the ground. Of course, something flies at me, so I, like, let go, I back up, and like, what the hell? For like a week, we didn't have that spiky piece, or we would just switch the spiky piece from the cheese slicer to the meat slicer, like, rinse it off and whatnot, when we did that for and all that. But we eventually stole an extra piece from the meat department. Apparently they had an extra. Or at least that's what my coworker said. Whether or not that's true is another story, apparently. The people in the meat department are pretty chill. It's still summer, that's kind of her job. Still a few weeks before school. That's what I did. Well, I say that's what I did during the summer. I have always had a horrendous sleep schedule. So during the school year, it's like practically no sleep, and during the summer, it's awake until 5 a.m., sleep the whole day, and awake and wake up at like 5 in the afternoon. Something like that. It was a bunch of nonsense. Anyway, another time, I scared the bejeebus out of literally the whole store. It wasn't even just my coworkers. I don't blame them for at all, though. So, for the rotisseries, first of all, the way we were doing it, we were not supposed to be doing. But the bottom oven, for when I was working there, would regularly break down. Like, it was broken down almost the whole time. I think it worked maybe a month out of however long I worked there. And that's, like, overestimated. It was broken almost constantly. But we, in order to make up for the fact that we don't have 2 ovens, what you would do is there's a rack that you put 6 rotisserie chickens on. And then you would, like, slide it into the oven and then put a pan underneath all of the rotisserie so it will catch all of the oil. The way we were doing it, because we didn't have that other oven, is instead of putting 1 rack, we would slide in 2, so we would have 12 rotisseries in there. I'm talking about stupid stuff when I was at the deli. So, I had been tasked with pulling the rotisseries out after they were finished. So there is not only 12 really hot fucking chickens that I'm pulling out of the oven on top of these metal racks, but also a pan of hot chicken grease and fat. So what happened is one of the rotisseries, its leg, caught on that pan and was like pulling it out. And I was like trying to balance holding these fairly heavy hot ass chickens while also trying not to drop the pan. Well, ultimately I got the chickens out, but in the process the pan came tumbling out, so there's hot grease all over the floor. Somehow I did not burn myself, but I literally scared the shit out of like the whole store, because of course there's this massive trash. And now there's hot oil everywhere as I'm just standing there holding these chickens, and I managed to like put them on the counter. It got cleaned up, but yeah, I was an unintentional menace just because I was such a fucking klutz. It didn't help that we were like always understaffed, so everyone's always running around with it. Well, ironically enough, like a chicken with its head. It's chaos. I really liked my coworkers, but the like manager, like she would override our managers to the detriment of everyone. And make herself look like more of a dumbass. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh. There we go. It doesn't help that my manager's name was actually Felicia, so every once in a while, just randomly goes, "Bye, Felicia." It just appears in my head, and I immediately think of her. She actually made a fool of herself in corporate, because what she would do is she wouldn't actually tell you to do stuff until after the fact. So she would like mention in passing of, hey, this should be done. Or hey, rotisseries are like 5. Right? That's like when we're supposed to have them out or whatever. And then she would come back, and since we're already understaffed and there's like everyone's running around all willy-nilly chaos, she's then like, well, why aren't rotisseries out? They should have been out whenever, or like while they're in the oven and stuff too. Of hey, it'll be a few minutes, or hey, we're doing 50 things. 1, 3, 5. It was a bunch of chaos. All the chaos. Mushroom, why are you sitting on top of me? Hi, baby. No. Ow. That was loud in my ears. Eat. This is literally the perfect thing to just tell all of my nonsensical stories. Because it's mostly just chilling. I think I'm gonna go to like day 3, and then I'll call it. We'll see though. I hope you don't hear when that happens. The like beeping, not this beeping, but that. If you didn't hear it, ignore that. Ignore my stupidness. If you did, I apologize. I occasionally bump the little chip from my mouse because my brain is just like, ooh, fidget, mess around, brain, do something. Because playing a game is apparently not enough of a something. I don't understand it. I need to play more House Flipper. I also need to play more Wizard's Deeds. I have several games that I plan to play. I have a stupid ass idea for Halloween in like all of October. Helps if I actually charge you, doesn't it? The turning off the bloom does seem to have helped, or maybe I'm just out of my mind. Both are probably correct, honestly. Okay. Is it gonna be anyone else? I don't think so. And just so I don't have to do it later. Oh, I never got my other box of cereal. Come on. There we go. Computer, stop being angry. Not allowed. $500. I want to save up like 1,000. What is the star? When taking a box, players will be able to visualize its content. Huh. I don't know if any of this needs to go in the fridge. But it'll probably be better if I go like this. Because then I can get 2 people. And I have a lot of drinks. This trash container will be replaced. Ooh! That is really good, because that would mean this would be recycling, which means... Because I'm pretty sure our employees always go here, so this... That would mean we would always get money from... That is... Ooh. That's like way, way down the line, though. Ooh. Unlock 6 more. Ooh. Okay. This is way down the line. Child care. Cool. Okay. Fuck it. If I do... I can't even get it all right now. Damn. That was a bad idea. Let's... This has to go on a shelf. And then yogurt is the cheapest, so I could buy that whenever. Let's stock up everything. We have a little bit of back stock for everything, so hopefully I'm not shooting myself in the foot. Helps if I run right into the glass door. I thought it was a little further over to the side than I actually was. Right, cheeses also, you could place a crap ton of them. probably do like $5 for the cheese. Huh? Me? Oh, my headphones are escaping. I'll fix it in a minute. I might sell. What was in box? My headphones are escaping. Ow! My hair is now tingled in my headphones. Ow! Ow! What the? How did I even manage to do that? I don't even have long hair. What the frick? Frick a fork. Okay. We are fine. So bad. Oh. Yeah, that'll give us enough to stock up on anything we need to. And then we'll have our first employee, so we won't have to worry as much. I need another thing of milk. The cheese should be fine for a day. It'll probably last a day or two. So I don't really need to worry too much about back stock. So I need milk, and then yogurt will also fit in there, so we'll be fine. Okay. Salt. Salt is gonna take forever to run out, which is beautiful. Literally full definition of don't have to worry about it. That was not proper anything. So I need more cereal, more milk. And yogurt. Because everything else is filled up. So cereal. Computer, stop being a bitch, please. Game. Computer. Fuck. Come on. Stop it. Computer. Stop. What is your problem? Milk brick. That just puts an image in my head. It is just like you try to pour it out, it won't pour out, and you have to like cut it open because it must remain in the shape. And so you just have to cut it out of the container, or like stab a straw into the container. I don't really like you. I don't. My dad says it's a texture thing, and I think it is. I'm not sure. There's like several foods that I like it occasionally, but most of the time it's either meh or outright no. Meow meow. And yogurt is one of those of, like, very rarely will I actually like it. I'm gonna buy another box of milk bricks. I don't buy things from there. Why would I buy things from my own shop from my own shop? That don't make no sense. I'll bite. Let's do water. We could do another thing of salt, but I don't need that. I'm trying to maximize my muns. Peter, will you stop being a douche? Milk. Those are also very, very small. Or they feel small. That. Okay. That is weird. I don't think for yogurt it's a texture thing for me, though. I once again did the thing of I interrupted myself and then continued on as if it made sense. Now, I don't think it's a texture thing because, like, pudding is about the same texture. I think it's just a flavor thing because I also do have the same kind of issue with sour cream. For the longest time, I really, really liked it. But now, like the last few years, it's okay occasionally, like maybe for a week, every few months kind of thing. I need to price stuff. I'll do 150. There we go. You can go up to 6. That might be too expensive. I'll do 550. Or I'll do 5. Nah, 550. I don't know why I decided to do this the most inefficient way I possibly could have. Yeah, 550. You could be 4. $4.50. That's almost double. Let's do $4. Yeah. You can be $2.50. That's 3. You could be 450 would be over double. So let's go 350. And then you could be $350 as well. That seems reasonable, I think. Fuck if I know what's reasonable for cheese. I worked in a deli. And I still don't understand what's reasonable for cheese. Open! Random fact, in case anyone's curious, I'm drinking, and but it is Gyarados. Gyarados? I don't know. And I'm pretty sure that's wrong, because I'm fairly confident it's Spanish. So it'd be like Heritos? Or something similar. What's too expensive now? If you're yelling about the salt, I'm not changing the salt. No one's complaining about the cheeses, though. Yep, salt. Not changing the salt. Look, buddy. $6. Boop. $15. You're a douche, by the way, just so you know. Let me insult my customers. No. Did he? I'm impressed with myself, because the only thing I've overpriced is the salt. And that's because I didn't want to have to deal with the chaos of having to reprice it like every other day. So it would go from like 50 cents to $1 depending on whether or not it was over 50 cents initially. You're a douche. Just throwing it out there, man. I should have gone through 20s. Game? No, don't do that. Eat. 50. I wonder if having multiple people makes this any quicker. Like, you would have people on different stations, but I don't know if it would be any quicker having multiple people. Because it would still, like, level up and whatnot. Same, you would think. Or maybe it doesn't. My headphones are escaping once again. Stop doing that, bad headphones. They partially keep escaping because I have one headphone off of my ear. Because all the chaos. Not really. Because Doge was trying to talk to me earlier. Stop pushing bad buttons. Sugar and cheese. I hope you're eating this separate, but if not, you do you, I guess. That is a strange combination. Yogurt, cheese, and salt. I'm just judging people now, because I don't know. Oh, we are at level 3. So if we could get, like... I probably want around $2,000 before I can get the next thing. $4. Actually, I think there are things notice that require a fridge, so I'll need another fridge. And then I'll need one more shelf. Because I think the bottles of soda go in the fridge. I could technically get a smaller fridge, but I think that's going to be a hassle in the long run. Maybe not. I could technically expand my store, but I don't wanna. I don't want to expand the store until I have things kind of packed out like a pack rat. Don't judge me for my salt prices. Or otherwise, I'll judge you for being broke. She did buy salt, though. There is no reason to go out this fucking door. Go out the other one. It is literally quicker and easier. You're being a douche by running into people. Type of game is proof that retail is a great job if you don't have people being assholes. Like these people, they're not really douchey. Kind of chill. This game doesn't have Karens. You look like you some time in the sun. You look like you've been in a blizzard. You have like blue lips. Are you alright, man? I can't decide whether that's a suit or pajamas because it looks like one of those fancy sets of pajamas. But she's also wearing high heels. I cannot wear heels to any degree. I can. No. Yeah, that'll be $129. The salt ain't too expensive, you're just broke as shit. Quit judging my salt. Or I may have to salt you. Oh, I have crazy story. I think I told this on the before. But my 21st birthday was weird as shit. It's memorable for all the weirdest and kind of worst reasons. I was harassed by a ghost on my 21st birthday. It's not a joke either, like, legit. I was like, my 21st birthday. So, On my 21st birthday, I was actually like up really, really early. I didn't sleep, so I was up at like 3 a.m. My younger sibling was also up and about at like 3 a.m. And we were bored out of our minds, so I started up a live stream and was live streaming us like looking through and sorting through board games. Specifically, my dad has, well, it's mine now. I have claimed it. He's not allowed to have it. So I have Star Wars chess. The board. Why did everything go silent? Okay, that was weird. Why did I put 8? So I have Star Wars chess, and so we were goofing around, like looking at the chess pieces, and, like looking through board games to see if they have like, pieces, and just being dingus. I have no idea who they are. They never like followed me or anything like that. So I don't think they've ever been in any of my other live streams. But there were these 2 people who were also joining our chaos. They're like, oh hi, and we were all like goofing around being stupid. And one of them suddenly like, what the hell is that behind you? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, I have a picture of... So, to explain the layout of my room, well, I sleep in the living room, like I have my bed on the far wall and the TV's on the other side. Just because we have, we live in a 2-bedroom trailer. So my parents' room, well, my dad's room, because mom passed away. Anyway, besides the point. Trauma is for later. All the way at the far end of the trailer is parents' room. The other room. And then I have the living room. Not share a room together. We're driving each other nuts. Anyway, so the basic layout is come through the door, decent sized living room, our version of decent sized living room. On one wall along the door is a small window in like the middle of the room, and in front of that, covering the bottom half of it, is the TV. And of course, there's like a curtain. So the curtain was half open, so you could actually see outside. In the middle of the room at the time was just a small coffee table, which is where I had my computer set up, and it was angled upward. So you were looking up, you would see the TV, you would see a little section out the window, and of course it's the middle of the night, so it's really dark out there, but if you could see anything out there, you would just be looking at the like awning or overhang of the porch. And even if you could see anything, there's like a seat kind of thing in front of that window on the porch. On top of that, we like piled it high with stuff because we were moving things around. The porch was a complete mess at the time. So there's a pile of junk covering the bottom half of that window. So even if you could somehow see out of it, you would just see this pile of junk. Or you'd be looking at the roof of the porch, the awning or whatever. I think awning is what it's called, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so the 2 people who were chatting are suddenly like, oh, hey, what the fuck is that? What the hell is outside the window? And I'm like, what are you talking about? There's nothing out the window. Like, that's the roof. Well, I have a picture of this creepy ass face of it, according to them, what happened was this figure walked past the window, and then just like turned and was looking at us from like up in the very corner. And like I said, there's a pile of junk. So this thing is either floating or it's like crouching above a pile of junk. And if it was something physical, it's a trailer in the middle of the night, which doesn't really have soundproofing. So we would have heard, like, we can hear cats running on the porch in the middle of the night. Like, if this thing physically was there, we would have fucking heard it. But I have a picture. I need to figure out a way to... I could probably upload a short with it. Have Brandy, because she's the only one who still has the pictures. Of, I think everything's fine. I might as well top it all off. But yeah, there is, to me it looks like two faces of like something standing behind another thing, and then in front of it someone or something with like a hat tilting its head like diagonal. To me it looks like two faces, but there was something, and like I looked back on the live stream, it was not there before, it was not there after, just for this brief random ass period of time there's just something out the window. And of course, like, we got weirded out. We're like, what the fuck was that? There's no one out there. There's definitely nothing out there. And even if it was, there's a pile of junk in front of the window. So there's no way that was actually a thing. We were creeped out, decided to keep, like, live streaming because it's a weird thing, whatever. So, what ended up happening was, like, 20 minutes later, these two people that were chatting are like, hey, there's something else out your window. And I have this once again, I'm gonna have to figure out how to post those, because it would be a thing attached with the story. And I haven't really made, like, a video where it's just a still image with audio. It wouldn't be super hard to figure that out, just actually doing it with my lazy ass would be the difficult part. There is, like, I had gotten up and closed the curtain, so now you couldn't even see out there anyway, because dark background with a curtain in front of it, you're not seeing shit. Somehow, like, I now have a picture of the outline of, it's literally a full-on shadow of a hand, as if someone had reached up and touched the window. Like, that would be the only way you could see anything, as if it was, like, touching the window or right in front of the window, because there's, like, hardly any light out there. But full-on, just hand touching the window behind us. And of course, we're like super freaked out at this point, so I ended the live stream. Later on, I didn't really want to do anything for my birthday. I do also have a goofy ass picture of myself from that live stream, because I tried alcohol. The only alcohol we had in the fridge, however, was this disgusting... I don't know why my sister had it. So, not my younger sister, my older sister had given my parents, like, when she lived here, she would regularly give them, like, hey, I have extra stuff in my fridge, here you go. And she gave them this random watermelon beer. I don't know what brandy, it was disgusting. And so my younger sister has a picture of me with, like, the most disgusted look on my face, because, that tasted horrible. It It did. It tastes fucking awful. Anyway, later on that night, from 10 to around 1 in the morning, things started getting like I don't know what was going on with my 21st birthday, but whatever, something was fucking pissed. Something was absolutely fucking pissed. I don't know what happened or why. I'm gonna... We made a profit for $100? That is not bad. I'm gonna finish the story and then I'm gonna call it here. So, like, things were actually getting thrown around. I have a, like, trunk. It's like a combination trunk, so you need like six-digit combo to open it. And I have like a bunch of like mementos from when I was a kid. I have a bunch of Weebles Wobbles, like original Weebles Wobbles in there, mostly because I just grew up with them and I freaking love those things. I brought them to school because no one like in my class knew what the hell Weebles Wobbles was. It was freaking funny. That's another story though. We were reading. Let me finish this and then I'll tell that one. Might as well screw around while I'm talking. So, there were like 3 or 4 Weebles Wobbles in there, and one of them ended up thrown and literally hitting my younger sibling in the back. There was a dream catcher thrown, a horse. I have a box with like lighters and matches, mostly so kidlets and stuff don't screw with it. But that was closed and like put away, and a lighter, specifically Gemini lighter, my mom got me. Well, she found one and was like, "Oh, you're a Gemini, here you go." So I had this Gemini lighter, and it was in this closed box that was tucked away, and that ended up thrown across the room. And then we like picked it up, I put it away, and then it ended up thrown across the room again. I'm gonna buy everything again. Yeah. So, for like 4-ish hours, things were just being thrown around the house. There were weird ass noises. I don't know what the hell was going on, but something like I had a wardrobe and stuff, and there was like scratching noises coming from inside for like 3 full freaking hours, and like we were trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Eventually, came up with the idea of, hey, salt is supposed to ward off evil things. Maybe that'll help. I literally poured salt all over the freaking house. Like, all over. Every window, every door, there was salt everywhere. It threw my phone, whatever it was, threw my phone, like, down the hallway. Just suddenly, I had, like, set it down, I look, and suddenly just down the hallway. I'm like, what the fuck? And so, I was annoyed at this point. Like, it was getting to the point where it wasn't scary anymore, and it was more of whatever this was just being an ass. That and it was probably exhaustion as well, because like I hadn't slept all day. I had already been up at like 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. So I poured salt around my phone, and things calmed down for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, things seem alright for right now. So we all laid down, and then suddenly just a handful of salt just hit me in the face. Like, no one was near. Like, Brandy at the time was having a sleepover, so there was like 3 other kids that were all like, what the fuck's going on? And everyone had settled because they're like, okay, this was weird as shit, but it seems okay. Out in the living room all on my own, and just suddenly salt right in my face. And that was the last thing that happened before everything was just done and over, and nothing like that has happened since. So I don't know what the hell we pissed off, but it was one hell of a 21st birthday. Because seriously, what the fuck? That's what it comes down to, is just what the fuck. Anyway, for the Weebles Wobble story, this one's really short. We were reading Gilgamesh, and there's a part in Gilgamesh where Gilgamesh, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but his like, he's like half god, half beast thing. Like Gilgamesh came and like punched him in the face, and then it says he like went back to Gilgamesh and is like, it's basically this moment of Gilgamesh punches him, he goes flying, and the guy comes back and is like, hey, we're friends now, we're brothers, you're strong, all of this. And so in my brain, I pictured him just getting punched in the face, falling to the floor, and then popping up like a Weeble Swabble and like, we're friends now, hug. And I mentioned that to my teacher, and the whole class is like, what the fuck is a Weebles Wobble? And so, like, a few days later, I brought in a Weebles Wobble. I'm like, this is what it is. And I knocked it over, and like, this is what I picture. It was beautiful. Oh! Exit! No use. No touch the door. And I can't go in either. Beautiful! In and out. In and out. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. My store can get really fun. Can I walk all the way around my store? I don't think I can go any further than... Yeah, damn it. Or can I go over here? A bit further, but... Oh, pet the cat. Ow! You petted the cat. Come back later. Staff room. A jail? With a single toilet? We only care about cleanliness. Only cool people allowed. What? DLC. Okay. That's the elephant. Got it. Okay, so this is all of the... Okay. So this is box delivery. This is the money room. That's storage. So the storage can be different. Something is over here. Another delivery. I don't know what any of the purple is, and then this is how big the store can get. If that's how, it's gonna be freaking massive. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day, and farewell.